little dirtier than you're gonna get, but let's get warm and loose. You got your 10 regular squats. You've done a million times. We're gonna do our regular wide, narrow squats. We're then gonna go through our stationary lunges. We're gonna get through our agility and our abs just to get nice and warm and loose. 10 regular squats. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your hips, your glutes, your eyes, your thighs. After your 10 regular squats, shake it out for just a second. And then you have your 10 wide squats. Remember, wide squats are your flexibility squats. If you can maintain or increase motion compared to your regular squat, then it's a flexibility squat. 10 wide squats. Hips, hips, hips. Right, glutes, glutes. I apologize. I'm messing up your view. Eyes, 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 and thighs, thighs, thighs. Again, after your 10 regular squats, shake it off for just a second. You'll be on your 10 narrow squats. Your feet are narrower than your regular squats. And then in fact, if you maintain motion compared to your regular squat, it's your mobility squat. Ankles have a little more flexion, extension. Knees, maybe a little less ultimate motion, but the knees get nice and mobile. The hips, the spine, you have a bunch of vertebrae that like to move around in your spine. After your 10 narrow squats, shake it off for just a second. You'll then be on your stationary lunges. You have your 10 total alternating stationary reverse lunges. The front leg is pulling you up. The front leg is loaded. The front leg is always the working leg. 10 stationary reverse lunges. And of course, it might feel really legsy, right? We want to get warm and loose. After your 10 stationary reverse lunges, shake it off for just a second. You then have your 10 stationary forward lunges. Step, load, push yourself back. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth. Active recovery. Active recovery means you can do something and actively recover for the next thing you're gonna do. That way you're not ramping up too much. After your 10 stationary forward lunges, take a big deep breath. You've got your 10 alternating, balancing, lengthening, stiff-legged deadlifts. Remember, it's not a stretching exercise technically. It might feel like it right now. It's a dynamic lengthening exercise. Lengthen those hamstrings and glutes. Remember, I'm always gonna be a little bit ahead. About 6 to 8 reps for me. You guys have to do your 10. 10, it's so, the bare feet in the sand. For me, hard to balance on. After those 10 alternating stationary or stiff-legged deadlifts, shake it off for a second. Again, agility, we're still warming up, so it doesn't need to be crazy. You've got your 10 high knees. If it's running, it's revolutions. If it's walking, it's reps. But remember, they're called high knees. It's not running in place. So getting your knees and feet up when we use the word high knees. Then you have your butt kicks. Again, 10 running revolutions or 10 walking reps and butt kicks. You're trying to kick your own butt. I'm trying to kick your butt too, but more of a verbal thing. After your 10 butt kicks, you got your 10 jumping jacks. Big, huge, wide jumping jacks. Breathe and focus. Jumping jacks are definitely the hardest ones on the beach, by the way. Again, we just went through your agility of your 10 high knees, your 10 butt kicks, your 10 jumping jacks. Let's get on the ground for a second. You got your 10 sit-ups, your 10 reverse crunches, your 10 V-ups. Again, we're just getting warm. 10 sit-ups. Whether your legs are straight or your knees are bent, or you're laying on the ground, you're laying on a ball, you're laying on a bench, you're laying on something. Feet can be wide, your feet can be narrow. You can totally mix them up. After your 10 sit-ups, again, we're not in a hurry. I just want to be a little bit ahead of you. You're gonna have your 10 reverse crunches. Both of your legs are moving on your 10 reverse crunches. Abs tight. Breathe and focus. Again, a nice little legs with the squats and the lunges. Then we went into the agility. We're gonna hit the abs and then we're gonna be all ready to go. 10 sit-ups, 10 reverse crunches, and then I would love your V-ups. 10 V-ups. If you can't do V-ups, don't do V-ups, won't do V-ups. You can have your legs in the air on your toe touches. 10 V-ups or toe touches. Breathe and focus. Again, in the spirit of trying to be a little ahead of you, I'm not trying to push the pace too much. You have the sit up, the reverse crunch, the V up. You're then gonna be on the 10 scissors. There is the big non-sit up scissor, and then there's the big sit up scissor. You can totally mix up your scissor. 10 scissors, legs straight, arms straight, breathe. You're then gonna have your 10 runners. Remember, runners are the very slow extending version of bicycles. So I do want you to extend more, and nice, slow, big motion on your runners. And of course, that number 10 is reps for the most part, as long as you're doing it slow and big. 10 scissors, 10 runners, and then you have your 10 swimmers. Again, you can lay on your stomach, you can be on your hands and knees, upper back, middle back, lower back, glutes, mobility of spine, activation of all the muscles around your spine, getting you ready for your workout. Again, it's just a nice, good little bit of this, a little bit of that. As you get done with those scissors, runners, swimmers, again, I don't want to be too far ahead of you. The first circuit of several circuits, we're going to do our 3 different plank motions, right? The isometric exercise with motion, with our squats. I don't have weights, but I wouldn't mind if you did have your weights when you get to your squats. So circuit 1 is going to be our plank series with our squats. Circuit 2 will be our body series with our abs. Circuit 3 will be our lunge series with the same plank series. So we're just going to flip-flop throughout the workout. When you're ready, 20 rotational planks. You've done it before. You're either on your elbows and toes or your hands and toes. And then after your 20 rotational planks, don't wait for me, but I do want you to have weight. You're gonna do 20 regular squats. Again, I would prefer load. All right, let's go. Rotational planks. You start in your plank position and you rotate out of plank position. I prefer elbows and toes. 2 reasons. A, your body works harder in a low plank position, and B, only because I've seen it, when you're on your hands and toes, you can do it. By all means, I've just seen people bug their wrists and elbows. So the hands and toes, the high plank position, doesn't work your body quite as hard as a low plank position, and it can bug your joints. But again, I'm not saying don't do it. Just be mindful if you are in a high plank. 20 rotational planks. We're gonna do it again later on. And then again, preferably with weights, so don't watch my no weight. You're gonna have your 20 regular squats. Don't wait for me. I don't mind if you have a lot of pace today, but we're gonna have just enough changes to slow it down a tiny bit. Again, please have load, physical weight preferred, time under tension is the other version, on your legs, please. Round 1, 20 rotational planks and 20 regular squats. You don't have to have the weight. It would just be preferred. And again, trying to be a little bit ahead of you. I'm not trying to push you too much on the pace. I want you to focus and breathe. 20 rotational planks. You'll do them again later on with your 20 regular squats. Round 2, you're gonna have your 20 elevator planks. That's the up and down, 20 elevator planks. If you do them slowly, up is 1, down is 2. If you do them quickly, the whole thing is a revolution. So kind of up to you. 20 elevator planks and then 20 wide squats. So here we are on a different core and more series. You got your plank progressions that you have done. If you do elevator planks slowly, then up is 1, down is 2. If you do it quickly, it's revolutions. "20 elevator planks. Don't be in a hurry. Be mindful as you do your elevator planks When you get done, again, load is preferred. And of course, I would love physical weight, but if it's just slower, sweet. 20 wide squats after your 20 elevator planks. Nice little core and more series, a little different today. Circuit 1 and 3 will be our planks with our legs. Circuits 2 and 4 will be your abs core with your upper body. A little bit of obliques in between. Just a little bit of work today. Again, 20 wide squats. When you do wide squats, right, your feet are wider than your regular squat. Your feet are wider than your shoulders. And as you get out there, those toes slowly point out as well. Remember, there is a difference between wide squats and sumo squats. Sumo squats don't have to be wide. How about that? Round 2 was your 20 elevator planks with your 20 wide squats. Round 3, the last round of the circuit, shorter circuit today, you've got your plank taps. We've done these recently, done them before. I prefer high plank position. You can do low plank position. However, it's a little bit harder on the body, just in a not the right way. You can do them as you wish, right? The narrower your hands and feet, the less foundation, right? You've decreased the width of your base, the harder it is. Plank taps, again, high plank or low plank if you want to. And the slower you do it, the more your body works. 20 total plank taps, and then you're gonna do your 20 narrow squats. Your feet are narrower than your regular squats. Your feet are inside the width of your hips. Your toes are pointed straight ahead, abs tight, core tight, hips, glutes, eyes, thighs, posture. Remember, I would love physical weight. So if I was at the gym right now, I'd have my dumbbells in my hands on the physical load. But if you can't have physical load, time under tension is just as good. Again, round 3, the last round of the circuit, the 20 slow plank taps and the 20 narrow squats. Remember, this type of workout can feel intense. It can feel like it has high pace. However, there's lots of little changes for stimulation, and that's kind of up to you, right? It can also be a slow, nice, challenging workout. Alrighty, circuit over, right? Let's say you're finishing off your last circuit. Next circuit, you're gonna do your alternating abs core. I'm gonna start with Russian twists. We're gonna do windshield wipers, and then we're gonna do our scissors. So we're gonna go through our different abs core, but you need to pick your push. Kind of like last Friday, right? Pick your push. It's 3 rounds of 20, so it's a lot less than what we did on Friday. When you're ready, 20 Russian twists. I would prefer that physical weight if you have the physical weight. If you don't have the physical weight, you've got your time under tension. Feet are off the ground. Big, slow, good rotations. And take your time. If you don't have that physical weight, I want time. 20 rotational planks, and then you're gonna do 20 on a push. Again, we did this differently on Friday. You've got chest pushing, you've got shoulders pushing, you've got triceps pushing. Your back can't push, and your biceps can't push. So round 1, 20 rotational planks, and then 20 on your push. So this circuit, you control your pushing. I'll give you the different abs core. Again, I want you to have high pace. Don't wait for me. Control that motion. Work hard, play hard. Round 1 of the second circuit. You have the 20 Russian twists and the 20 on your push. You control the push. Round 2, you've got your windshield wipers. You're laying on your back. You want to have a nice good base, nice good foundation. 20 on your windshield wipers, and they're going to have your 20 on your push. Again, you control your push. Windshield wipers, legs are up, nice good foundation. If you're slowly moving, it is reps. If you are quickly moving, it's revolutions. However, This is definitely one that should always be slow. Windshield wipers, lateral reverse crunch. Not necessarily a rotational reverse crunch, even though there's some rotation. Again, round 2, 20 windshield wipers. I control the abs core, 20 on your push. You control your push. You could do chest presses, we've done this a million times, shoulder presses, tricep presses. Let's go, keep it going. Don't wait for me. Remember push-ups. Push-ups can be boring, right? You've seen me do hundreds and hundreds of push-ups online for the last year. You could change your hand width. Narrower hands, more triceps. Wider hands, more shoulders. You could stagger your hands. You could have your right hand up a little bit or left hand back a little bit. You can totally mix up your pushes. And again, that's just stimulation. Push-ups and sit-ups get a bad rap. People repeat them so much and they don't really adjust. The smallest changes go a long ways. Hand width, wider shoulders, regular as chest, narrower as triceps. You could stagger your hands a little bit. Mix up your push. If you have dumbbells, right, you've got your open chest presses, you've got angled chest presses, you've got neutral chest presses. There's so many subtle positions when you push. Round 2 was your 20 windshield wiper, 20 on your push. Round 3, your infamous common scissors. You've got your 20 scissors. You did some earlier in your warm-up. After your scissors, you're on your last push of the day. Round 3, 20 scissors and 20 more on your push. Keep it going. Nudge the pace, nudge the intensity, right? Push it a little bit harder, push it a little bit more. Don't wait for me. Notice I'm not saying go faster, right? Don't do your movements faster. Just level intensity, bring it up a little bit. Work. Round 3, 20 on your scissors and 20 on your push. Again, last push of the day. Your workout, your circuit, your pace, your intensity, your exercise. Dips and chest presses are 2 different things. Overhead triceps, right? The pushing was up to you. Little changes go a long ways. Round 3 of that last part of the circuit, you have the 20 scissors and the 20 on the push. I'm gonna give you a choice between this circuit and the next circuit. You can either go to 5 minutes cardio if you have a cardio tool. And for the people that do watch this recorded, you can go 5 minutes cardio if you want, or you can join me and do 25 right obliques, 25 left obliques, times 2, which in my opinion is over 4 minutes. Take your time if you're doing the obliques, and for those of you that are doing cardio, right, you have 5 minutes cardio if you want it. Again, when you're ready, don't go any faster. 25 right obliques, 25 left obliques, slowly. Times 2 is going to be 100 total obliques, 50 each side, and you'll have the option of doing them again at the end of the workout. You can do hip dips. The downside is pushing you up. You can do double lateral leg lifts. The upside is pulling your legs up. You can lay on your back for your side crunches. If you're at the gym, you have your rotational obliques. You've got your hyper extensions. And of course, everybody at home also has the standing obliques. I do want you to take your time, enjoy the moment. 25 right obliques, 25 left obliques, times 2. Again, just for sheer education. The downside on hip dips is the only pushing oblique exercise. Your obliques are pushing your body up. When you're laying on your side and your legs moving on your double lateral leg lifts, It's a pulling oblique exercise. Your obliques are pulling your legs up. And potentially, some of the most loaded obliques you can do, if you can really get that tension and force and load in your obliques, you could use your down leg a lot more, make it a hip flexor exercise, but different story. Side crunches, a great mobility, flexibility exercise. You've got mobility of your hips and spine, flexibility of your muscles around your hips and spine. Standing loaded obliques, probably the most simple ones to do anywhere. If you were at the gym, my ladies use 25 to 35 pound weights. My gentlemen use 40 to 50 to 60 pound weights, so there is a load potential. Again, I want you to focus on your workout. Don't stop with me. You guys already know that. Based on what you chose will ultimately determine how long that oblique circuit was. I want to give everybody about 30 seconds. You have about 30 seconds to finish it off. If you're already done, stretch for a second and just acknowledge that you probably need to slow your movements down a tiny bit. And if you're not done in 30 seconds, that's okay too. Acknowledge that you're working hard, time under tension, and the exercises that you chose. Again, 25 right obliques, 25 left obliques times 2, or you have that option of 5 minutes cardio. You will have that option again at the end of your workout. I am going to start talking about the next circuit. It doesn't mean I want you to stop doing what you're doing. Circuit 3, we're going to repeat that core of your planks, the 3 different planks. We're going to repeat those, but we're going to do our lunges, right, that we did on our warm-up, the stationary lunges, forward, reverse, and lateral this time, okay? So, when you get ready, doesn't mean I want you stopping. You're going to have your 20 slow rotational planks for the last time today. You did them earlier. And then you're going to have your 20 stationary forward lunges. And again, I hope that you have load during your legs. I would if I was at home. But if you don't have load, cool. Time under tension is just as important. When you're ready, 20 rotational planks for the second and last time today. And then you're going to have your 20 stationary forward lunges. Don't wait for me. Doesn't mean you get to go screaming fast either. And of course, if you guys remember Friday's workout, we had 400 plyometric agility exertions in that circuit. So I wanted to bring that type of workout down on the impact of all that. But again, adding that core series, the load, you can still have high pace and high intensity on a workout like this, and that's based on the load that you have on the legs. 20 rotational planks, and then 20 stationary forward lunges. Again, I don't have weights. I would love it if you had weights, so you have that forced level of exertion or intensity. Stationary forward lunges, stepping, loading, pushing yourself back. Load that front leg. Push yourself back on your stationary forward lunges. And again, all I ask, if you don't have that physical weight, is time under tension. 2.5, 3 second reps. Each leg takes 2.5 to 3 seconds to do. So 20 total reps is 45 to 60 seconds without taking any breaks. Round 1 was the 20 rotational planks and your 20 stationary forward lunges. Round 2, when you get there, is your 20 elevator planks. Remember, doing them slowly. Up is 1, down is 2. 20 on your elevator planks, and then you have your 20 stationary reverse lunges. Again, I'm trying to be a little bit ahead of you so you have intensity and pace. We did them earlier. Elbows and toes to hands and toes. Don't create momentum. And if you do them slowly, each movement is a rep. What do I look for? I look for that body moving, right? Stay quiet, stay square to the ground, work hard, slow it down. People don't like them because they create momentum, and next thing you know, they're rubbing their elbows. When your elbows get really tender and rubbed, that means you're sliding with your body. It means you're using your legs too much. If you can center that weight, hands to elbows to hands, I'm not saying you can't irritate your elbows, but you're gonna irritate your elbows a lot less. 20 elevator planks, slow and steady, and then 20 stationary reverse lunges. That front leg is always loaded. The front leg is pulling you back up. Breathe and focus. There is no rush. And remember, I was hoping for some load. Slowing you down, nice and heavy. You're pulling yourself back up, and you have that forced intensity. If you don't have that weight, like I don't, good. Slow it down, 2.5 to 3 second reps. Round 2, 20 on your elevator planks and 20 stationary reverse lunges. Take your time, work the body. It's all about you right now. Keep it simple, keep it real, work hard. And again, I'm trying to push that pace a tiny bit, but I definitely want you having that physical load. Round 2 is your 20 elevator planks with your 20 stationary reverse lunges. Round 3, the last round of this circuit, you're gonna have those 20 slow plank taps again, last time, and your 20 stationary lateral lunges. And again, plank taps. If you can narrow your hands and feet, my feet and hands are touching, you've eliminated, decreased the foundation, the base. You've got to work really hard to stay balanced and focused. And again, if you're watching my body, it should barely be moving. Again, creating momentum is not a core exercise. So you're focused, 20 slow plank taps. And I want you focused on forcing that load, which is hard, right? Time under tension. 2.5 to 3 second reps. Even though it's a very small motion, the plank taps, you can slow it down. Round 3, 20 plank taps, and you have your stationary lateral lunges. If you have one weight, I want the weight down in the middle. If you have 2 weights, one weight stays in and one weight goes out. It's actually pretty natural. You can hold both in. That's okay too. But if you're talking about ultimate rhythm and where that weight can be, 2 weights, one stays in and one goes out. If you have that one weight, it stays in the middle. Round 3, 20 plank taps, 20 stationary lateral lunges. Step, load, push. Step, load, push. Breathe and work. And as you guys know, you're kind of almost done. We only have the one more circuit to go. And again, an optional, more oblique or cardio finish. We'll talk about that more soon. Round 3, 20 plank taps, 20 stationary lateral lunges. I want to be a little bit ahead of you, right? I don't want you to be discouraged if you're falling behind. All right, that's why I slow it down a little bit. The next circuit, you're gonna go through your Russian twist again, your windshield wiper again, and your scissors again. Again, we're repeating those abs and core on the series, and they're gonna do pulling exercises. Remember, there are more movements when you pull. You got your lat pullovers, your chest flies, your upright rows, your bent rows, your bicep curls, your shoulder raises. I'm gonna be doing arm circles because I don't have any weights with me, and that's on me. You can do them if you want to as well. When you're ready, the last circuit, before you go to the end of your workout of obliques or cardio, you're repeating that Russian twist. If you didn't do it, or sorry, if you didn't have load earlier and you can get load, please do. Circuit 4, round 1, 20 Russian twist for the second and last time today. Breathe, focus, displace that weight. Time under tension. Feet off the ground, hands oppose legs, legs oppose hands, but technically your upper body is rotating on your lower body and your lower body is displacing from your upper body. If you want to think about it like that. 20 Russian twists, and then you're gonna do 20 on your pulling. You can stay on the ground and do lat pullovers or chest flies. I'm just gonna pop off the ground, do some arm circles because I don't have any weights. You could do bent rows, upright rows, bicep curls, shoulder raises, time under tension, physical load. Remember, the intent on this workout was to have nice, heavy sets. So if I have my lat pullovers, or if you're at the gym, right, you have lat pull down options, heavy on the lifting. We have all the core and abs today. Round 1 of the last circuit. 20 on your Russian twist and 20 on your pulling. You choose your pulling based on the equipment you have. Take your time. I want to be a little bit ahead of you. I don't need to be discouraged by not being there. Round 2 is your windshield wipers. Again, second and last time today, windshield wipers for 20. And then again, you're going to have your 20 pulling reps. Windshield wipers. Abs tight, back flat, nice good foundation with your hands. Your lower body is rotating on your up body. Almost the opposite of that Russian twist. Breathe, focus, center your weight, put it in your abs and your obliques. Take it out of your legs and your arms. Again, round 2 of this last circuit, you have the 20 windshield wipers and your 20 on your pulling reps. And again, I'm doing arm circles slowly because I don't have weights. You could stay on the ground and do lat pullovers, chest flies. Those are easy proximal exercises. You don't have to move very far. You got your bent rows, your upright rows, your shoulder raises, your bicep curls. It's really funny, the lack of temperature fluctuation. 73 during the day and 62 at night. It's like 11-degree difference. So nice. Again, just so you hear it, not so you go faster. We're on the last circuit. You have the round 2 is your 20 windshield wipers and 20 on your pulling. And the last round is your 20 scissors again. Last time today on those scissors. And then you're gonna do your 20 pulling one more time. And you have the choice of doing more obliques or your 5 minutes cardio, if you have the tools or not. As you do those scissors, remember they can be big sit-up scissors, or they can be big not sit-up scissors. I personally don't like the ISO scissors. They're a good exercise. We just don't do them that often. They can get really hippie and backy sometimes. So for me, it's a bigger concentric motion of a scissor, vertical for the most part. Round 3, 20 scissors, and then you have the one more set of pulling, and then you'll have the one more part to your workout. Breathe. Focus. Again, you see me doing arm circles. It's a great option if you would like to do them. Just do them slowly. If you have that load potential, lat pullovers, chest flies, bent rows, upright rows, bicep curls, shoulder raises. You guys there, feeling it, hearing it, love it, love it, love it. Again, yes, the workouts have been a hair shorter the last 2. I do apologize a little bit. However, we had so many big, long workouts. Brought it down a touch. We're still doing core throughout this month of February. Today, again, if I would have had the physical weights, it would have made the workout a little bit slower. And maybe you're still on that last part of the circuit there. When you get done, you have the one more oblique option, 25 each side times 2. That would be 200 total obliques today, 100 each side today, or you can do 5 minutes of cardio. I don't have a timer on me, they're all being videoed right here. If you would like to do 5 minutes cardio and you don't have the tools, remember, you could do all of your exertions. High knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, bench taps, jump squats, split jumps, burpees, right? You could do 5 minutes of exertion. You could set your timer and run around the house, run around the building, run up and down your stairs. If you don't have the tools, 5 minutes of cardio right now would be amazing. Your body is efficient, it's ready to go. So, I'm going to do the obliques just for sheer timing. If you want to go do your 25 each side times 2 obliques with me, sweet. If you got 5 minutes of cardio, go do it. Last part of your workout. Again, Friday we have the 400 exertions between your plyometrics and your agility. Today felt a lot less as far as exertion intensity. However, it could have been very intense based on the load that you had. And again, when you get done with that last circuit, you've got either 25 each side times 2 obliques like earlier, or you can do 5 minutes of cardio. It's easy if you have a tool like a treadmill, elliptical bike, erg, right? If you don't have a tool but you have a timer, set your timer, go run up and down your stairs, go do your exertions, high knees and butt kicks and jumping jacks and bench taps, jump squats, ski hops, skater hops, lateral bench hops. At the gym, you got rope slams, ball slams, sledgehammer. Lots and lots of tools. You just need a timer. Hanging out with you for timing, making sure you guys get everything done. When you do get done with whatever you chose, the obliques or cardio, please say goodbye, and I'll see you back at the gym on Wednesday morning. Finish strong. Finish strong. This is your workout. Again, when you get done, have a wonderful day. Again, we're live again on Wednesday morning at the gym. Don't log off until you are done. Happy Monday. Stay safe out there, Snowyville.